What if the thing that's made you feel like you don't quite fit at work, you know, the way you think, the questions you ask, the ideas that feel a bit out there, what if that was your greatest professional asset? Not a liability, not something to tone down, an asset. I'm Trish Goodfield, and today I want to introduce you to weird wisdom. What it is, where it comes from, and why it matters more in today's workplaces than ever before. Let's start with something that we all know but prefer to ignore. Most workplaces reward conformity. They reward people who speak confidently, give definitive answers, and appear to have all the solutions. Certainty looks like a strength, and conforming looks like professionalism. So what do? You edit yourself, you hold back the unusual idea, and you stay quiet in the meetings. You sand off all those rough edges of your thinking so it sounds more like what everyone else is saying. And you and the workplace's losers, invisibly. The insight, the creativity and the diverse thinking it desperately needs to solve problems disappears. Here's what I keep noticing in my work across sectors, in boardrooms, community meetings and coaching sessions. The most valuable thinking in the room is often the one that never got said. And the people holding back were doing it because they'd been taught, directly or indirectly, that their particular kind of thinking wasn't what was wanted. Weird wisdom is a way of thinking and being that values uniqueness, creativity, and the power of diverse perspectives. At its heart, it says this: your unique traits, your unconventional ideas, and even your failures are not liabilities. They are assets. The word weird has an old root, W-Y-R-D, meaning one's destiny. Your weird is your weird. It's the unique way you see, think, and move through the world, shaped by every experience you've ever had. Weird wisdom isn't about being eccentric for the sake of it. It's about using your individuality to contribute something meaningful, something no one else can offer in quite the same way. It's built on 5 core principles: being comfortable with the unknown, embracing failure as growth, my favourite one, finding harmony in contradictions, exploring the unconventional, and questioning norms. We'll go into each of these in future videos, but today I wanted to give you the big picture and bust a couple of myths while we're here. I want to be clear about a few things because I know these questions come up often. Weird wisdom is not about being unprofessional. Professionalism isn't about fitting a rigid preset standard. Real professionalism is about showing up authentically and doing your best work. Weird wisdom also doesn't mean abandoning rules. It means integrating your unique perspective in a way that adds value. It's also not just for the creative types. Gosh, you don't have to be an artist or a tech genius. Every single person has a unique perspective. Weird wisdom is for anyone, in any role, in any industry. It's not just for neurodivergent folks. While neurodivergent thinkers often recognise this immediately, weird wisdom applies to anyone, whether you're highly analytical, deeply relational, structured, or spontaneous. The question is simply, how does your thinking add value? Oh, and it's also not another diversity buzzword. Weird wisdom is the practical application of diversity of thought. It's not enough to have different people in the room. You need to know how to make those differences work together. Weird wisdom gives you the tools to do that. Workplaces are facing complex, fast-moving challenges. The pace of change in technology, society, and the economy means that unknowns are not a rare visitor anymore. The old ways, playing it safe, sticking to what's always been done, and avoiding discomfort, just don't work the way they used to. Weird wisdom offers something different. It values the unexpected insight, that uncomfortable question, and the person who sees what others don't. When you feel you can bring your full thinking to the table, even when it's messy or unconventional, problem solving sharpens, teams get stronger, and results speak for themselves. And here's something that often gets overlooked. When people feel seen and valued for how they think, they stay. Recruitment and retention improve. Conflict becomes more constructive, and teams collaborate better. This isn't fluff. It shows up in the bottom line. I've put together a guide called Weird Wisdom at Work, 10 Myths Holding You Back and What to Do Instead. It walks you through 10 of the most common beliefs that stop people from using their thinking fully at work, including some we touched on today. And it gives you specific phrases and micro actions to move each one. Each myth comes with a reflection question. You're going to be doing some thinking. It's not something to read once and put down. It's something you work through over time, one myth at a time, and notice what changes. You'll find the link in the description below. So here's what I would like you to sit with before the next video. Where are you filtering yourself at work? What's the thinking you're keeping inside that the room might need? Your weird is not the problem, but it might be the answer. Next week, we're going into Principle 1, being comfortable with the unknown. Because this is where it all starts, in that gap between what you know and what you don't. See you then.